then let's see. Screen. All right. So basically, what disabled I can do for screen sharing. Okay, do more. Make a host. No, but I do want my settings. See what my settings are. Settings. Video. No. Let's not have me at all. See, because I participate. Hey, nice. Ikhandela manje yenzani manje ikhandela ama-meeting. Asithini sasenani yangibhora le nto manje ngibangisa ngezinto engekho. Okay. Oh, this is my bad. Actually, I should have set that up in the beginning. But anyways, into esiletha la namhlanje boy. Ngisho ubonile. I'm sure you hear me. Yeah. It was purposely done like that. I don't know why, but now that I'm looking at the trades that I took yesterday or the whole of this morning, I'm looking at
sure.
La ilula into bekumele ngenze kumele ngilale. Ngiyekela iPC. Mara ke uyabaza ukukhuzwayo bathanda ukukhuzwa. Anyways, self-sabotage is a real thing, bro. That was a prime example of what can happen if you don't pay yourself and if you don't actually take out the money so that you see what you are working for. Yeah, but you get caught up into. I got caught up, man. Now it's better this way that I explain it after you've witnessed the experience happening. Yeah, but
fair point.
Yeah, but so man, what I was caught up in, dog, is basically I was chasing in basically in the was me being literally ignorant of the trend in the market. Yeah, that's the first thing that fucked everything up.
Yeah.
And then after that, let me just work back to meeting. But after that, once I was actually like quiet and I sat down with myself and I was like, okay, bro, what the fuck was that? Yeah, well, what the fuck was that?
Sure.
And the man mangibuka ukuthi ayazi back. Yeah, bro. That's all it is. That's all I can. Yeah, bro. I own up to that shit. Yeah, bro. It was stupid. It was unnecessary. But if I did it once, I can do it again. So I'm tweed. I want to like share with you my thought processes towards dealing with losses, yeah, and how I how I like analyze each fuck up and basically what you call it. I analyze each fuck up. Oh yeah, you can see me now. Anyways, my guy, yeah, but I analyze each fuck up, dog, and it leads to me just being a tiny bit more as it's not even the confidence in Dana what I see confidence as it's the ability to believe in what you know you can do. Yeah, but it's that is what I think it was for me. Yeah, but on a subconscious level, yeah, but if you say you can do this shit, how about you bet money on it? Yeah, but and
it's main point.
Yeah, okay, abo phalo sebewuthula awe phalo N my guy njani poison anyways, yeah, so into esikhuluma ngayo yini is do you guys see the video clearly, like from the phone, like site in the corner?
Sure.
All right, iyavela i definition yakufani. You're right. My thinking towards everything in the market is that, hey, if it happened once, it will happen again, yeah. But then
okay, mara ikhoneni ayikhombi into anhari my ikhomba la ku Participants.
Oh yeah, watching Sus. All right, yeah. Pardon. Everything is clear. Yep.
Not yet. Still.
Okay, Mark. Let me do this. Participants, let's do this. Let's chop them down, and we'll remove Olindo foods. And basically,
Yeah, because by two.
yeah. Okay. Kawuke bekuyitest izolo ne. Ngifuna ukubona ukuthi ngahle hle ngaphinde ngishaye ne-2 le before i-month end. Yabo.
Sure.
Yeah. And manje, I want it to be a challenge to you as well. Yabo. You've seen how the trades happen. You've seen exactly how calculated the good trades were, the ones that led to me making $200 in Yabo hours. But anyways, you saw the process, the history is there. The nice thing about MetaTrader is when it's on your PC, you can literally go to a position history and you can have your whole trading history shown in the markets. So manje as just as just out now if we skill, it would help ukuthi intwana yami uyijwayeze ukuthi ama-losses akho wabuke at yabo angithi let me just, there's something happening here. Oh, we're going now. Boy, finally these fucking cunts, bruh. Only now le sell only now it's giving me a click for our candle. Msunwa isihambile imali. Hey mara yazi ukuthini singakwathi kakhulu. Boy, now you get, you know, when you also like enter your MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5 apps, there is a thing called a journal there, yeah. And your journal, if you are, if it's not active and not working now, you are supposed to go to MLQ, whatever that IML fucking thing that starts and does MT4. You know how those the ad that's there. Oh yeah, with database, dog.
Sure.
It's not a database like James. MQL5, yeah, bro. The meta code language 5 for
yeah.
So
sure.
Those guys, they will basically you go through the whole process from your phone or your device of choice, and you will literally have your own trading journal, writing each trade as you're taking it and writing each trade about all the specifics that you need in your journal that you need to have for a successful productive journal as a trader. It's all done for you on these apps. It's just a matter of us taking the initiative and looking back and looking back to see how we could have improved, and how we could have done better. Now, Mina, I have a list, like I have a list of all the things. I took my whiteboard and I wrote down the list of all the things that I feel I should have focused on when I was losing the money. And it is all about 200. Yeah, it's really food. Yes, my thought pattern behind that the whole time. It's funny that you only realize the things like after you go through them and you reflect. I changed this or I tweaked this. It would have been fine. And those tweaks for me were trends. Understanding what trends are. What validates as what you call it as an actual trend. Let me just close down we should be back testing today too, but we'll just finish off this 40 minutes in theory and then we'll link up after the next 40 minutes. Okay, so the it's actually there's 8 concepts and 2 I'm a bonus dog. But anyways, trends, bro. We need to understand as I see it. What I had a question, bro. Like that's the only way I can explain this to you guys. Like my question in my head at the time when I didn't know this information was, hey, what qualifies as a valid trend? And how do we say that this is trending and this isn't trending? And basically, in a structure in market we have established that before. There is a set protocol of operation. The operators man. So the market's MO is up, down, or sideways consolidating.
Sure.
A trend is a series of higher lows or higher highs. Again, you remember that whole concept last time? Let's go back to that thing. A trend, the only way you can spot a trend is firstly on the higher time frame. Yeah. And it needs to be basically following how the market structure is set if it's a downtrend. Yeah. You see this looks similar to what
Sure.
has happened here. Yeah, bro. Now, me knowing this, yeah, about this, literally the pattern that I've drawn next to this one, next to these wicks,
Yeah.
is what I see. Yeah, well, I'm paying attention to that, and I see the same. I saw the same scenario right there with GJ, with hey, this zone here, this area will eventually drag us down like it did here. Yeah. And this, as long as we don't break higher than this point here, if this current market movement, let me just move the charts back up for you guys. The current market movement, then it should not, it shouldn't go up. Yeah, bro. And I kept telling myself that, and I kept like reinforcing this. Yo, bonile yangenza market. Yo, my bullish candle out 3 back to back 4-hour candles too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not even like 8-hour candle, dog, like 4 big bullish 4-hour candles a day. And then I sat down and I thought, hey, none of this
Sure.
yeah, boy. And you unlearn everything that you have learned so far, and then you relearn it. Since you've lost, then something fundamental, there's something fundamentally wrong with your process of trading, yeah. And this the webinars and the Zooms are basically a way for me to help myself and help other people at the same time too, because only your mind works best when you okay, when you are speaking. The only time you speak is the only time you think is when you speak. So it helps to chat up a storm sometimes, yeah, but it's just for the sake of your own understanding as well, yeah, bro. So this is the first mistake I made, yeah. I was focusing in on the smaller time frames. First things first. A trend, you cannot discover a trend with smaller time frame, yeah. The smaller time frames are for entries, yeah, bro. I did it the other way around. I saw a bearish retracement on the smaller time frame because I was literally scalping. I said I was 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes only. Yeah, bro. And it's quick,
Sure.
it's quick 2 pips move, 5 pip moves, but the volume is high. And why is the volume high? Why is the volume high? Let me explain that. When you have seen the same thing happen year after year, yeah, you know, if option 1 occurs, or if price breaks up from a price level, let me just, okay, this guy is basically angazi teaching. Marage, I was talking about, okay, something fucked me up. Anyways, risk, the volume that I was using, first of all, was ridiculous. Yeah. And I don't recommend it.
Sure.
I don't recommend it at all. Like, stick to 0.1 niggas if you wanna be happy. 0.1, 0.3 maximum until your account is $500. Yep. If not, chill out. Yeah, bro. The more losses I took yesterday, the more, what you call it, insecure about the skill that I have acquired, the more I self-sabotage myself into taking all of these unnecessary trades when I knew, like, there's no trade here for you. Yeah, but the trade was up here and the trade was down here. That's the trade. Because you got your pips up, you got your pips down. Yeah, but those are the moves that I'm
Sure.
targeting when I'm scalping. Yeah, I'm targeting for, I'm a retracement, I'm a pullbacks in the smaller time frame. Yeah, but weekly this week in the smaller time frames, and again, like we know, it is big candles. Yeah, but that wick is literally this candle. Yeah,
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 15 minutes, because he tried to push up and couldn't, and then it dropped, and then it left a wick. This candle, 15 minutes, okay, yeah. Oh wow, this is a fake out. Somebody sell GJ too. I'm gonna hold this in the whole week. See, ngifuna ukushaya bethi trade day one ezobusa yonke le mali. Literally, I'm not gonna close this trade at all. At all. Yes. But don't do that. It's not recommended. Take what you get and you leave, because that's how you win. If you want to lose like me
Sure.
and be a loser like me, like how I fucked up last night, then you do what I'm explaining now. You take one trade a week and you hold it a whole week. My guy, the profit margins, yabona nje fethi reward your weekly time frame, the weekly time frame. Oh, my brother, it's a lot more predictable than all of the other smaller time frames. So it's for lazy people. Yabo izolo, I was behind my PC for 10 hours of the whole day. Yabo, because when I say masengithi ngiyatrade dog, my mind is you have a job to do and you sit down like how everybody else who have occupations. You go to your office, you sit down, you're probably dressed first of all. You have taken care of yourself, you fed yourself, mindset yakhe right now, from taking chicken. You fresh, you hundreds. Shy exercise if you need to in the morning. But then it's about clearing the and I had a lot of it yesterday. But again, I'm talking nothing new. Losses are natural, guys. The only thing that makes losses awkward and so taboo to speak about is because people think you win every time. That is a lie. We all know it because we've probably been losers more than one time. More than one time, in one scenario or the next. Let me open. I want to explain it now using what you call it, the backtesting simulator there. Yebo. Oh, umpele loyo. Sorry kancane. Oh, uthi abasebenzi. Anginankinga. Oh, you leave them downstairs. Okay. I want to ngifuna the simulator no. It's the best way I can explain this because the simulator moves. The market, I can pause it and rewind. So
Sure.
it's just it's putting me off, but like I say, man, oh, you rejected TJ because it's never gonna happen. Okay, sifake lana ke spices. Ka usayikhumbula nje, yabona ke ezinye ke. Okay. Oh, thintana imali. Nawe lezinye zama-password. I should actually paste this somewhere now. Cool. Just bear with me, guys. I'm searching up this fucking activation code again. Okay, 7. Imane ngifake ke yena ke wo. Athi 7 simulator is 9. Yeah, same. Yeah, it was just my details. Sasenang kodwa kami ezinye izinto engi-understanding nje emhlabeni. Mara can know everything. Alright, so simulator is loading. This simulator. Any pairs that you guys want us to go over? Any interesting pairs that you guys have had tough time with this week? Guys, have you guys noticed how easy it is now that you guys understand how wicks work? You can just do this with any pair. Let's take Euro AUD. Oh my god, this one keeps okay. Certainly Euro AUD starting balance as it is 50. Yeah. And we're gonna try to grow this to 30 euro because 11 rand. Sure. What crap is that? I think I pay simulation commission per the corner the pip size leverage. Yeah, XM. Yeah. Yes. Start simulation. Okay. No, money are true that you think. No, so. Check. Or you calling 100, you should do it as well as calling out. Kumele vele 100. Okay. So if we're scalping, guys, 4 hour is maybe like it turns into your daily, yeah. It turns into your daily basic time frame in relation to higher time frames and lower time frames and the strength of the different zones that are found in those time frames. About the higher the time frame, the stronger the zone, the stronger the effect of the wick, the stronger the effect of the zone or resistance or support or supply or demand or market structure. The higher the time frame, the more confirm. It's a stronger confirm than using the smaller time frames. Yeah. And confirms are basically reasons that you seek out in the markets by means of technically analyzing the charts, drama trend lines are called, and it allows you to be comfortable and confident and your idea behind the trade and as to why you're taking the trade in the first place, you're able to sleep with it. But if your volume is too high, you'll be like me, you won't sleep because you need to watch what's happening, despite the fact that you're losing, you should be stopping and over trading and all of these other bad day yesterday. Bad day. But it only gets better with time. Repetition. It's like putting in the hours. Eventually. Eventually. Hey! Okay. Let's do this then. 10 minutes. Open the hourly. Hayi uyazi nawe izingane lezi. I understand into njani. Isaphila lezi.
Amadoda awayifuni imali.
Hayi thula ngithi vele eqaleni kumele baqale beyitshengise ukuthi bona baphi yabo. But whether they really for you and what you're trying to do or amajita nje ayihalele information yamahhala. That's when you get me talking all this bullshit in the beginning. It's like keep you there. Okay, mntana buka la. 15-minute time frame yabo mama wazuqala ama moves trend line yakho. Okay, I have a trading plan. Let's discuss what a trading plan is. Yeah, let's discuss a trading plan. A trading plan, we define it as your self created daily ritual that you will be performing when you're trading. So a process could be like, for example, a trading plan involves identify the trend, check the higher time frames, draw your trend lines, draw your support and resistance, and then check the news. Yeah, but make sure that you have SL and TP on all your trades. Watch out for momentum and news releases. Yeah, but and it's just things like that. Yeah, but no range dog. With like, am I aiming for a wick fill or what am I? Yeah, but what's the plan with the trading? Yeah, but what's the plan? Or the plan for that time? Yeah, but or it's whatever time you're trading, right?
Sure.
You need to have a plan. Yeah, but usually I had a plan, and that's day before yesterday. It's yesterday actually, because yesterday I had a plan. I wanted 2 clips. You know what I did? I got 2 clips. In, out, in, out, in. The thing about the in and out is it doesn't work if your spreads are fucking 7 pips. So how do you
Yeah.
circumvent those big spreads? Spreads are only big at certain times of the day. Ngo 12 ebusuku, you are fucking crazy to be trading at that time. Or 11, you are fucking crazy too. It's catchy to be trading,
Yeah.
guys. That's from 8. Yeah, boy. Up until 7. As soon as you go over that, you playing with dangerous water. Yeah, boy, you playing with fire. Because man, the markets don't move the same for every time zone and every segment of the day, the month, and the year. It changes based on who is interacting with the market at that time. Like South African traders can be looking at the market at differently than Amachita say Japan and Amachita say New York. Yeah, so how price is guided would differ based on the different time zones that we are in at that time. Yeah, so let me just put in practical example. Izolo, I know my trading. Oh, I started trading at okay. When I say time limit, I started trading yesterday at 3 in the morning. Yeah, and I sent out a signal like a group and yeah, I was on after that. Yeah, I was on and I continued until 9 soon. Yeah, and what the hell is this now?
Sure.
Buka phela kwenzakaleni la? Ngisa understand man. Ngase shanga white screen. So kuna sibhatale ngaleyo ndlela mara. Ngimuvela ku YouTube yonke le nto le. Yabona masiyenza so. Hey. Kunjani izimo mfethu? Awu yabona ke it's either that or khona umjida ozama ukuloga in ngale lento uzayami la. Ama details ami lo. What you call it? Simulate. Hey.
Lawe simulate.
Eish, mntwana yami angisa understand phela masenyamalala izinto zami nje esithubeni. Hawu. Ngathi abantu ngathi uyamthemba kanti hey. Bathi 1 out of 2. Ngisamnandi. So ngiyazi
Mara
ukuthini.
umuntu unayifetha ngapha ufuna simulate ngoba into nje ikhombisa kuphela.
Yep. That's all it is. Umele uyibone le nto esikhuluma ukhuluma ngayo. And so let me just explain it quickly. Let me stop this share and I will send out another link because for 10 minutes I'm going to uyaphela vele ngisalelwe ngathi 8 minutes or something and nothing is ever going to get done in that time. The alternative that I could do is record it and then post it on YouTube or send it to the Telegram group or the Google Drive. But I think this way is better because you guys get to interact live and it's fresh on the mind as well. But anyway, it's just a template now. Now my template, yeah. Now let's move this. They're unstable at this rate. What? Then now wicks don't lie. Wicks never lie. Wicks whenever price is in momentum, wicks get filled. Yeah. Lemsila le sibonayo. Whenever price is in momentum, meaning market open, market close, market session intersections of different markets like the London and the Japan and the Asian close and open of the London. It overspreads. It overlaps each other. So those times mean that there is a significant amount more of people who are, there's literally a ton of traders at that time because everybody's just getting up, everybody's setting their orders. And then they're gone for the day. And then there's also the bank side of it, like the professional traders who sit behind the fucking computer all day and just do trading. Those guys are crazy. But anyways, it's not for us, but I want to see too.
Yeah.
So next week kumele ngenze $500 but ngale account. Every day masingahlangana ngo-3 noma ngo-5 when after Kotumpalo, they can do that after Kotumpalo. Marama, I have another trading partner that I mess around with. And I on the same tip, but
Sure.
yes, the thing poison. Koni punish Mchita ne passion yabo Mchita Christianity would say Sisam Lantana yami, and you're not alone in this today. That's I think the easiest thing for people to just open up about and actually it betters their life so much that yabona lento le sipho ayifuna ukusuka uyabona kade ngizama ukuyitrack
Blind.
yeki boy shita ukuthini othi ngivale simulate ngoba phela sele nano 5 minutes la ntwana uthi send the link ngithi ngiqede le video le yabo ngihamba walezi nje eish
Akuna stress.
abo 40 minutes jo. Yeah, I'm dog. In my friends, we need an alternative for this. This 40 minutes shit, I upgrade to pro. Okay.
Ishintshephi kanti na ukuthi mayise bafaka isikhathi.
Ngazi nami boy, but before. Man, you say it's they monetizing this thing. Now, they want us